Hello and welcome to the vlog from again a different place. So yeah, again we don't do very charming today, but that's fine. I am not in my home. This is my parents'. I travelled back to the Netherlands because I am going to steal my mum and her car and we're going to road trip back to the UK, and I'm going to keep her car there for a little bit because then I can go to B&Q by car and IKEA and actually pick up like wardrobes and stuff, and then I don't have to be waiting for like delivery and all that kind of fun stuff because it is quite expensive. And even though Zipcart is incredibly helpful and we have Zipcart a couple of things already, it is getting a bit expensive if you effectively add it all up. Yeah, so I am stealing my mom's car and I'm also raiding my dad's tool stash because this bloke has 3 sanding machines, 2 circular saws, I don't know how many drill bits, but yeah, so I stole some stuff. So I already started collecting something. So yeah, these are all drill bits. It's not even everything he owns, but this is drill bits, circular saw. This is to solder on, so you can solder inside without like damaging your floors and stuff. So it's actually quite helpful. So I'm going to steal that. Sanding machine, some kind of like nail gun. It's not like, I don't know. I don't think it's an actual. I don't know. I have to whatever. It seemed helpful. My dad wasn't fond of this electric screwdriver, but I'm gonna take it. I'll return it at one point. Yeah. So more drill bits. This nifty little rough sander. I have no idea what this is for, but weirdly decided that it might actually be useful, so I'm going to take it. We have a rotation tool. We have a drill with a battery. So he does have a corded one, which is stronger, and I'm going to leave that here because I also own a corded one, but I'm going to borrow his chargeable one because it's not corded, so it's easier to get into weird spots, if that makes sense. And sometimes it's just easier to have one that you just charge, and also it's a bit less powerful, so you could potentially also use it as a screwdriver instead of like the more powerful one. So either way, I'm going to take it because it's probably helpful. Then I have some paintings. Well, not paintings, it's a poster in an IKEA frame that I've had for a very long time, and I really liked it, and it used to hang in the living room, but it's big, so it never made it across to the UK. Then we have this little drawing of a boat that we somehow got when we lived in the States, and it traveled back with us, and then it's stranded at my parents'. I still have a puzzle that I once shipped to somebody and they gave it back to me because they finished it, so I might as well take it. I like puzzles, so I'm gonna take that. Need to blur that out. That's my birth control medication. I still get that from the Netherlands because it's actually cheaper here than it is in the UK. So yeah, and there's a road map. It's a bit of a joke because my parents used to go on road trips to France, and they would stress, like beyond stress, like I'm not even kidding, and my dad would be driving and my mom would be reading the map, and they would be both in front, and it would be this whole thing. This is like pre-sat nav, early 2000s, how we went on road trips, and it was always a pain to find a hotel. So effectively I joked and I sent my mom a map and I was like, you're gonna have to guide me how to drive. My mom was like, what? I thought we're gonna use like our phones and Google Maps. I was like, oh no, we always did it that way, so why change something that's not broken, right? And she was like, so I teased her with that a little bit. Then we have a plunge saw, which is quite old, but it's a very good one, so I'm going to borrow. I do have one for myself, which is a very cheap one, so I'm going to use that to like destroy stuff and this to like do the nice cuts. But yeah, now I'm off to a birthday. So some of my parents' family friends, they celebrating a birthday today. So first I'm going to have some lunch with some friends in Volendam, which is north of Amsterdam, and then I'm going to drive to my parents' family friends who live in Edam, which is next to Volendam. I'm off to lunch, and I'll take you with me and I'll show you what gorgeous little, probably Dutch delicacy I'm going to have. And yeah, I'll take you around. And it's a gorgeous day, by the way. The weather is absolutely stunning. So I just went to the birthday. It was actually quite fun to see these family friends again. I haven't been to that house in like forever. I think last time must have been probably like 2019-ish. I know, it's shocking. I have seen them since. Like they always stop by like our house when I'm around because it's around the time of my birthday, and then we'll like celebrate it and have them over. It's essentially like my birthday, but we just have them over, if that makes sense. So I do see them, but normally not at theirs. So that was actually quite a fun thing to be back. So heading off now, had my ice cream, had my lunch in Volendam, which was great. So now I'm going to drive back home and load up the car and find some more stuff that I need to take with to the UK. So let's go. Here we go, all set. Gave up on one window. It's jam-packed with stuff. It's actually quite bad, but I can see my window, so that's good. So I can look past that one, so it should be all fine. Let's do it. Let's drive. Mom's ready. Let's go to England. Road trip time. And we're crossing the border. Welcome to Belgium. Look at that. in 1 kilometer. Sorry, I'm being premature. This is still the Netherlands. This is what our motorways look like. They have great asphalt. See you in a kilometer. And we're a kilometer further, and now it's officially welcome to Belgium, or België. And as you can see, the lines on the road immediately get thicker. It's quite funny. Made it to a restaurant that's a bit near and dear to our hearts. This is the Angel, or the Engel in Belgium, Zandhoven, and effectively I used to come here as a kid because my grandfather used to live in this village in Belgium. So effectively I'm now going to go in, have some lunch. I'm quite excited for that. I made a reservation way in advance, and obviously as you can see, the car park is jam-packed, so I really needed that reservation. But oh well, I'm excited to go in and be back because I haven't been here since I was like probably under the age of 10. Crossing into the next country, finally made it to France. Here we go. Welcome to France. It's actually not too far now to Calais to get to the train. So it's like the last route of our journey of continental Europe has now started. So I've got to switch. Mom has been driving through the entirety. Oh wait, this is very, very zoomed in. Mom has been driving through Belgium. So I'll be driving into the UK, so let's do this. So we have made it onto the train. So we're actually in the train, so it's effectively, you drive into it, it's a very long train. I can really film while driving into it because it is quite narrow and you have to turn into it, and that was a bit unsafe, I felt. So effectively, this is what it looks like. It's a train, you have your little window, which is a bit exposed now. There you go, you can see a bit of the outside of France and to see other platforms. And we get an announcement. So here we go, off to the UK. I'm just enjoying this advertisement because it's actually quite cute. But the train is moving now, moving. Oh, as well, it's a bit shaky as you can see, which is normal, nothing to be worried about. But yeah, in about 30 minutes we'll be on the other side of the channel. Well, we made it to the UK, so these are our first glimpses. Now let's drive slowly. It's just 2 hours this Sunday afternoon, so it should be fine traffic wise, but it's London, so we never really know, right? But I'm sure it will be fine, so let's get going. So we made it to the UK and we're now going to unpack the car. We just had some dinner, drove through London, everything went well, and now we're going to unpack and put everything away. And then Mom tomorrow is going to help out with some DIYing. It's going to be very exciting. So let's unpack the car, go home, grab a glass of wine, and then go to bed, and there's a new day tomorrow.